Good morning. What's up, YouTube? This is lesson 58 in connecting math concepts, and here we go. Today we're going to be working on our fluency practice, our 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication, doing some fraction fun. At the end, we have a long division and a couple of unit conversion word problems. So without further ado, let's bounce it out. You're going to need some focus, determination, paper, a pencil, and your Google Classroom account. Here we go with fluency. 45 divided by 5. 45 divided by 5 equals 45 divided by 5 equals 9. 36 divided by 9. 36 divided by 9 equals 36 divided by 9 equals 4. 12 divided by 4. 12 divided by 4 equals 12 divided by 4 equals 3. 24 divided by 6. 24 divided by 6 equals 24 divided by 6 equals 4. 72 divided by 9. 72 divided by 9 equals 72 divided by 9 equals 8. 28 divided by 4. 28 divided by 4 equals 8 divided by 4 equals 7. 32 divided by 8. 32 divided by 8 equals 32 divided by 8 equals 4. 42 divided by 7. 42 divided by 7 equals 42 divided by 7 equals 6. 27 divided by 9. 27 divided by 9 equals 27 divided by 9 equals 3. 21 divided by 3. 21 divided by 3 equals 21 divided by 3 equals 7. 18 divided by 6. 18 divided by 6 equals 18 divided by 6 equals 3. 36 divided by 6. 36 divided by 6 equals, it's not 3, it's 6. Made a mistake there. 81 divided by 9. 81 divided by 9 equals 81 divided by 9 equals 9. 32 divided by 4. 32 divided by 4 equals 32 divided by 4 equals 8. 80 divided by 10. 80 divided by 10 equals 8. 49 divided by 7. 49 divided by 7 equals 7. 12 divided by 3. It's not 0, it's 4. I don't know what I was thinking when I wrote that down. Tricked ya, I guess. Yeah. 28 divided by 7. 28 divided by 7 equals 4. 24 divided by 3. 24 divided by 3 equals 8. 63 divided by 9. 63 divided by 9 equals 7. 16 divided by 4. 16 divided by 4 equals 4. 9 divided by 3. 9 divided by 3 equals, that's right, it equals 3. 5 divided by 1. 5 divided by 1 equals 5. 0, I forgot to snap. 0 divided by 2. 0 divided by 2 equals 0. 16 divided by 2. 16 divided by 2 equals 8. All right, and there's a picture, just as a reward for getting through fluency. That is a bald eagle mother and her little baby eaglets. 2-digit multiplication. Remember, you're doing many zeros, many animals. Multiply, 0, multiply, add. Pretty straightforward. You got your think time here. Here we go. Problem A, 635 times 92. I'm going to set it up for you very quickly. All right, over here. It's going to take a minute. 635 times 92. All right, and that's up to you to get done. You have a 1-minute timer going, and you can go ahead and get started. Here's your timer. All right, 3 seconds, 2, 1, and 0. There's our bomb. Time to get back to work. 635 times 92. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 2 times 6 is 12. All right, then we go down to the next line. We put our 0 in. 9 times 5 is 45, right? We put our 4 up here. 9 times 3 is 27, plus 4 is 31. 9 times 6 is 54, plus 3 is 57. And then add it all together, and you get 0, 12, carry the 1, 3, 4, 8, and 5. 58,420 is the correct answer, all right? So now we erase all that, option Z. Go on to the next one, all right? Here you go. All right, 496 times 53. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. You go ahead and get writing it down. About 3 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and get started. And then here we go. 6 times 3 is 18. Carry our 1. 3 times 9 is 28. All right. Let's get that all out of the way. So very quickly, 496 times 53. 53. 18, carry the 1, 28, carry the 2, 3 times 4 is 12, that makes it 14. 0, 0, carry the 3, 8, carry the 4, 24. 8, 8, 2, carry the 1, 6, and 2, 26,288 is the answer. All right, so next up, we're going to go ahead and erase that. We have one more problem like this to do. All right. And nope, we don't have a problem like this to do. It is just a picture of Aurora Borealis. I know Farhan's grandma said she loved to look at it, so I put that in as a special treat since we got done with our 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication. Some fractions. Multiplying fractions is super straightforward. You just multiply the top, you multiply the bottom, and then you just walk along. Here we go. What's 2 times 7? 2 times 7 is 14. So 2 times 7 is 14. 9 times 9 is 81. So 2 nines times 7 nines is 1481st. All right, here we go on to the next one. All right, go ahead and do this one very quickly. Multiply the top. 11 times 3 is 33. 3 times 4 is, it's 12. And then you just go ahead on to the next one. 7/4 times 1/4. All right, very quickly, go ahead, multiply the top. 7, multiply the bottom. That's 16, and then you're good to go for the next one. All right. 9 tenths times 9 6. So first you're going to multiply the top. That's 81. 10 times 6 is 60, and then you're good to go. All right. There you go. That's I believe, a red panda, which is a small, almost like a fox-like creature. And I thought that that was a pretty cool picture. There we go. Long division when you have 0 in the answer. All right, 2 more concepts. Stay with me, folks. It's the same thing that we're working on. Sometimes if the number at the top is too small, it's smaller than the number that you're working with, and you haven't brought the neighbor over, then you're just going to put a 0. You'll see what I'm talking about in the next one. All right, I'm actually going to just walk us through this one since it's the first one we've done like this. Which number goes in the house? That's right, the big number goes in the house. So 8,117 divided by 3. All right, what's the biggest part of 8 you can make counting by 3s? And you go 3, 6. So you're going to put your 6 down here. And you're going to divide. 8 divided by 6. 8 minus 6, apologies. 6 divided by 3. Sorry, it's still early. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 8 minus 6 is 2. Bring down your 1. Now you're dividing 21 divided by 3. Can you do that? Yes, 21 divided by 3 is 7, okay? Now this is what I was talking about before. You don't have any leftover numbers, so now you're just dividing by 1. Can you divide by 3 by 1? No, you can't. So you're just going to put a 0 there because it's too small. Now you're taking it over next door to the neighbor. What's 17 divided by 3? What's the biggest part of 17 you can get when you count by 3s? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 15. 15 divided by 3 is 2. 17 minus 15 is 2. So we have a remainder as 2. Okay? Next up, erase. And here you go. You're going to get your own time to do the next one. Okay, maybe not. 602 divided by 4. I'm going to start the timer right away. I'm going to get working slowly over here so that if you get stuck, you have something to help you. 40 more seconds. Remember, what's the biggest part of 6 you can make with 4? All right, about 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Pause, and then we're going to go ahead and work it through. What's the biggest part of 6 you can make with 4? The biggest part of 6 you can make with 4 is, it's going to be 4, right? What's 4 divided by 4? It's 1. 6 minus 4 is 2. So we have our 20 now, right? Our 20 here. 20 divided by 4. What is 20 divided by 4? 20 divided by 4 is, it's 5. And then there's no leftover numbers. Can you divide 2 by 4? No, you cannot divide 2 by 4. So what are you going to do? You're going to put your 0 there. And then if you think about it, 2 minus 0 is 2. So that's our remainder of 2, right? Next up. One more problem. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. We're going to go ahead and start working. 2,781 divided by 9. Wait, 5 more seconds. All right, there we have our explosion. All right, now we're at 9. How many times does 9 go into 2? It doesn't, so now we're already going down to the neighbor, right? 27 divided by 9. Count by 9s. 9, 18, 27. Oh, you can do it exactly, so we're going to put a 3 up there. No numbers coming next door. Can you divide 8 by 9? Not evenly, you can't. So you're going to put a 0 up there. That's right. And then you're going to go next door to the neighbor. 81 divided by 9. What's 81 divided by 9? 81 divided by 9 is 9. So that's 309. So as you go through, remember, if the number is too small, you're going to put a 0 and then bring it over to the neighbor. It's pretty straightforward if you remember it, but it is one of the big places where people can get lost in long division, right? So especially learning it afar, only doing a couple problems a week, it's hard. So you really want to make sure you're taking your time and rewatching the video if you're having a hard time with it. All right, that's a baby snake. Conversions. Conversions, remember, are when you take one thing and turn it into another thing. These are all going to be pretty straightforward. Gallons to quarts. 1 gallon is 4 quarts. And you can see 1 gallon has 4 quarts in that. That's something you use a lot with milk. A day to hour. 1 day is 24 hours. 24 times the number of days will give you the hours. This is important, especially when you're getting your paycheck, knowing how many hours are in a day, especially if you work like an overnight shift or you work in a hospital. You're really going to have to figure out that kind of stuff. Cups to tablespoons. 1 cup is 16 tablespoons. So that's a lot of tablespoons in 1 cup. This is important if you're cooking food or baking, salt and stuff like that. And then pounds to ounces. 1 pound is 16 ounces. 1 pound is 16 ounces. So you multiply 16 times P to get your number of ounces. That's important at the grocery store, or if you are measuring things like at maybe like a hardware store or something like that. The workers were in the mine for 6 days. How many hours were they in the mine? So we're going to remember our formula is 24. Our formula is 24 times the number of days, which in this case is 6. 6. And we're going to multiply. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 2 is 14. So how many hours were they in the mine? 144 hours. Right? Next up, a bird weighed 8 pounds. How many ounces did the bird weigh? Well, remember we take our 16 ounces, multiply it by 8 pounds. Go ahead and do that quickly on your own paper if you can. I'll give you about 10 seconds. You can pause it otherwise. 8 times 6 is 48. 8 times 1 is 12, so that's 128 ounces. And then next up, we're going to do one more. Next up, head over to Google Classroom, take the quiz, think of examples of this in your daily life, drop a comment in the Google Classroom stream, and be safe and wash your hands, all right? Oh, and I think we have a meme at the end. Did we have the meme? Oh, why people stay to the end of these videos? Because there are only so many video games you can play before even that gets boring, and you reached that like a week ago to see if there's an awesome math secret or because you love my amazing memes. All right, see everybody. Take care.